Yeah, I have a very positive look at the future. I think the tide is starting to turn, pardon the pun there, but it's there's a lot of really positive movement on doing projects like ours that help solve the problem of climate change. So yeah, I'm really positive that if we keep on fighting the good fight, that in the sort of fast forward 20 years time, we can look back and go, okay, well, we actually had an impact and reduced greenhouse gas emissions. And for us, it means the cattle industry is carbon neutral, and yeah, be very proud of our efforts if we achieve that.
So within this seaweed is a chemical called bromoform, and the bromoform, it's been found by CSIRO when added to feed supplement in a very small amount to actually reduce the methane emissions within the cattle. And by doing this, it stops them burping and farting, which reduces a lot of lost energy, but obviously reduces the methane gas emission, which is an incredibly damaging gas. And in Australia, makes up, with the cattle we have in Australia, makes up about 14%. So by targeting this and actually impacting this, it really has an opportunity to make huge environmental change.
Off the coast of Fremantle, we have Derbil Nara, or Coburn Sound, which is a protected body of water, but it still has ocean conditions. It's actually a perfect place for us to grow our seaweed.
I think originally we were very interested in growing kelp for nutrition, food, cosmetics, a number of things. But I think Chris found an article on Asparagopsis, and once we read it and realised the impact that it could make on the environment, we both realised that it was an absolute game changer, and that if we were going to put our energy into growing seaweed, that's what we should really focus on.
So we've just completed proof of concept. Behind me we have our first long line in the water, which is just a series of anchors, chains, ropes and floats. And on that we're trialling various substrates or materials to grow our seaweed off of. So yeah, from a business point of view, we've kind of set everything up. We've got our first lines in the water growing seaweed. And now we're ready to scale up our production. Moving forward, we can fit 22 of those lines on this lease behind me. And the aim is then to have enough Asparagopsis feed supplement for about 3,000 head of cattle. There's a lot of very forward-thinking cattle farmers who realise the significance of climate change, and they're really keen to use the seaweed supplement, the Asparagopsis seaweed supplement, because it's the only natural supplement available to reduce the cattle's methane emissions. Yeah, it's very exciting. It's something where Mick and I are very passionate about being out on the water, protecting the marine environment. We love being here in Fremantle. And from that, we have this sort of bigger picture that we can actually make a really significant impact to reduce greenhouse gas emissions.
I think this is probably the most exciting thing I've ever done. I've got kids and I've got granddaughters, and to actually be able to do something for the future and for them, leave them something that is incredibly special, and hopefully a business that will just continue to go on and continue to create climate change, and not only better the waters here, but better absolutely everybody. And that is a really warm, fuzzy feeling that, yeah, I really like.